player Sutop, representing Top from China, and obviously just a Smurf. And here we are, Ackland Wastes.
Okay, first map is going to be played on Eklan, as Paulo said, so we can just jump into our first game. Top is not part of Invictus Gaming, the pretty well known and I would even say successful Chinese StarCraft 2 team. Of course, the team of Jim, Maxet, Jigua, XY, and I believe Loner once upon a time as well, but I could be wrong with that. But he's part of ZOO, which stands for Zenith of Origin. Did you know this, Paulo?
I did not know what it stood for. No.
Now you know. How do you feel about
what does Senate mean?
I have no idea.
Okay, that doesn't help much then, does it?
Yeah, well, it explains that he's not playing for like a zoo. Because when you see it like this, you think like, wow, is this guy actually sponsored by like a zoo? Which could be really cool. Like
that would be really cool. He would maybe like build a bunch of colossi, pretend they're giraffes and stuff.
That would be amazing. Like he can get like a special paint on his colossi. Put them in like black and orange, or black and what color has it, giraffe? Like
brown. Like no. Why do you say black? It's brown. It's brown and yellow.
Yeah, like but it had spots all over the place. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, brown.
But doesn't it have like black spots?
I'm pretty sure they're brown.
Okay, okay. Well, maybe I've seen special giraffes.
Badass giraffes.
Either way, top is of course the Brothers Play spawning on the left top side of the map, and on the right bottom side of Ackland Waste, we got the stunningly handsome Devil Terran. His name is Benjamin Baker, but in the StarCraft world he's better known as EG's the Muslim. Yeah. Look at the Muslim. Yeah. His comment center has a bicep.
Oh wow, quite impressive. And yeah, I actually have a bet against the Muslim. Not on this match. A swimming race. We're gonna do sometime soon.
Oh really? The Muslim used to be a very good swimmer when he was young.
I heard. So was I though. And yes, I have a few extra pounds than he does, but I'm confident that my ability. We both swam until we were about 12 or 13, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm banking on is that back then I was much better than he was. so that when we race, my weight does not play against me in a large enough factor that I should lose the race.
This sounds amazing, cats. I want to know when you guys do this, and I want to be in. Because I used to be a good swimmer as well when I was young. And
well, you should just drive here. I mean, like we've been talking about it for a while. We're actually gonna bet $250.
Okay, well I cannot afford that. The hashtag Caster money is not flowing that well for me lately.
But yeah, that should be pretty fun. Ben has been bragging about how good he is at swimming, but I talked to Machine and I was like, is he actually that good at swimming? And,
Ben hasn't been swimming for years, I guarantee you that. Like, I've known Ben for 6 years and I've never seen him in a swimming pool.
Well, I haven't been swimming either.
Actually, I've known him for like 10 years. I've never seen him in a swimming pool.
Okay, that's good. That's comforting. Yeah, Idra was like, whatever the Muslim says, take about 60% of it as truth. So like, so we'll see.
Alright, we got this Reaper hopping into the main base, actually picking up a probe over here. It's the Reaper reactor into fast expand for Benny, and was a 1 gate fast expand here for Zootop, also known as just Top. Ah, he traps the Reaper. That's actually a reasonable pickup. That was just for the cost of a single probe.
Yeah, that was really cool the way he rallied his stalker to block him off, and then just moving the probe, and Pylon of course helped him. I wonder if that is premeditated, that kind of sensitivity thingy, just for Reapers, because I don't see much of any other use for it.
Might have something to do with it. Could work against him late game though, if like a bunch of Hellions are somehow like dropped over here. It's gonna be hard to get close with it. Top is gonna make his way across the map for the first time. He won't be able to see a whole lot though, other than a bunker with a bunch of Marines in it. Here in the main for the Muslim we see the same opening as Juanito used earlier with that 1 reactor, 1 tech lab. Starts researching Stim ASAP. I think that picking up those 2 probes was okay, but above all I think the Muslim would have loved to keep that Reaper alive a little longer, certainly against a player like Zootop. Or I should just call him Top. I just really like to say Zootop. But I mean...
Yeah, let's do that. I like Zootop.
Okay, we just go with Zootop from now on?
Yeah, Zootop.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a shout out to his team as well. I guess they don't mind.
Yeah, of course not. No. I would love that.
Okay. So, but yeah, when you know that your opponent can be pretty crazy and cheesy and loves 2-base all-ins, I don't think you want to sacrifice your Reaper in that phase of the game. 2 probes, sure, that's good, that's really nice and all, but the additional scout that your Reaper could have gotten, for instance, how Major kept his Reaper alive on Youngsu, I think that's a little more important.
Yeah, I also just thought of a joke, and it makes me feel bad that I thought about it, because it's not a great joke, and I'm not sure how to use it. But it's Ben, right? Like the Muslim, his name is Ben. And he have Reapers, and Reapers have Jets.
Yes.
And there's a song called Benny and the Jets.
Okay.
But that's as far as I thought.
Oh, okay. I think you're onto something though. Like I like where you were going with this.
Thank you.
It's just a matter of time before there is a magnificent ending to this story.
Yeah, I think so too. And yeah, you were talking about the late game for like how that SimCity would not benefit him in the late game. But look at him. He's been building everything to the left-hand side. So even if there was a Hellion run-by or anything like that, it seems like it would be fairly easy to maneuver on the right-hand side.
He's also basically telling Ben like, hey, I can't really see anything in my base. I mean, there are a bunch of pylons here and there, but still so much dead space.
I wonder how much a scan would see as well.
Either everything or nothing.
Everything or nothing. I like the way this guy thinks.
Twilight Council going down for Zutop as well in the back of his base, and +1 is about to finish up on his armor. I like the fake aggression he's putting on with these stalkers. Losing the observer to the missile turret. That's a big mistake though. I can't tell you how often that happens to me. Like 1 out of 2 PVTs, and I hate myself every single time it happens.
Do you say I can't tell you, and then you told me exactly the ratio?
Yeah, I know. That didn't really come out the way that I had it in mind either. Stop nitpicking, cats. We all say silly stuff. I have to make some noise, okay?
This is true. And Sutop, though, adding more infrastructure, it seems like he's going to go for an all-in, which we were kind of predicting.
But maybe my ratio was slightly off, you know? Like, I can't tell you exactly, but I think it's like 1 out of 2. But it could easily be 1 out of 3 as well, or maybe in a bizarre scenario, just like 1 out of 4. But it definitely happens pretty often. That's where I was going with this.
What happens here, Kev? The Muslim's pushing out on the map. Is he okay to do that?
Yes, he is more than okay to do that because he has Stim, he has these medevacs, so he's actually stronger in straight up engagement. Top just wants to buy a little bit of time for himself because these Dark Templars could definitely do a lot of damage if they get warped in from the Warp Prism. This is a little tricky. A couple of units going to be unloaded in the main base. Now this is already a little hashtag dicey. How are you going to deal with this?
How is who going to deal with it? It seems like Sutop has a lot though.
Yeah, force shields could definitely help out a lot. I'm not sure if I like that force shield. I would have said get a couple of units down the ramp in range of photon overcharge, because now he's going to be in trouble in his main.
The Immortal's going to go down for free, and the Mothership Core is going to go down.
Oh, no second photon overcharge either, so these gateway units are going to have to clean it up now. Dark Templar is helping out a little bit. The Muslim is probably worried about his main, because here come the Zealots and probably additional Dark Templars as well. But if the Muslim, take care of these DTs and you should be fine.
Yeah, the Muslim did really well in Sutop's base, and it seems like he's actually going to shut this down. Yeah. He will need more scans, though. He has 1 more scan available, and there it goes. Sutop dropping the...
Sick moves! Wow! No, don't do that!
No, do not step in the light.
Stop!
There's a line.
Wow, that went from amazing to the worst thing that he could have done.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, let me just drop this right outside of the line before my Warp Prism drops, and then you guys go ahead and walk back into the light.
Like the way he saved those Dark Templars was amazing. I actually thought they were dead for sure. Then I thought this Warp Prism is dead, but they actually got out, and then he just drops them and they walk back into the circle.
Yeah, and that was actually huge because right now, or back then, the Muslim would have not have any scans available right until about now. So a little bit unfortunate for Sutop.
A couple of Zealots are going to engage a few Marines over here in the middle of the map. The Muslims' army, I would say, is quite a bit stronger than the army of Zutop now. There's not a single way for Zutop to warp in anything on the other side of the map either. What are you giggling about?
Zutop is just so funny. we just kind of changed his name. We were like saying it casually.
But it rolls off the tongue so nicely. But I'm afraid our top is in a lot of trouble. He has no photon overcharge. He doesn't have the army to deal with this. He doesn't have Storm either. Feedback is going to help out a little bit, but I'm afraid it's just all a little too late.
Yeah, Storm just started. No Photon Overcharge, like you said, and then Immortal might be able to help out. The Muslim dropping the Manor Mules.
Yeah, that's actually a little risky because the Muslim, he still has Dark Templars, so you're gonna need a few scans. Now in the main base, we're gonna see some Dark Templars as well, or actually there's an Immortal.
Yeah, an Immortal too, an Immortal and a couple Zealots. So yeah, that was actually...
Oh my god, these two mules, that was not a good idea for the Muslim, not at all.
Yeah, not when there's Dark Templars out. But it seems like he had plenty of scans. I guess he wasn't really dropping mules. Now he's out of scans, but there's not going to be a War Prism to do any more damage. The Immortal is going to go down.
Oh, don't rally your Immortal like that.
Yeah, no.
The
A little bit sloppy with the rallies. Suitop has been.
Also, he should have picked up this missile turret because that kind of provides this constant detection. While the Mustang was definitely running low on energy and he didn't have that many scans anymore. So if he picked up this missile turret, which he had plenty of time for, he could have hidden like a Dark Templar on the right side or over here on the left side, and he could have basically forced the Muslim to worry about those DTs for quite a while. The Muslim now still finds himself in a fantastic position, a 71 army supply against 26, and I'm afraid the writing is on the wall for this one.
Yeah, Suitop's playing a little bit sloppy. His main is oversaturated. He's not mining one of his gases. This might just be him trying to think of the next game strategy, or even being angry at the Manor Mules. Maybe the Muslim got to him and he's like, "I'm gonna make you work for this one," but the Muslim's like, this is not gonna be.
He does have, I mean, he does have Storm and he still has the right amount of workers, but he doesn't have that third base saturation and he just doesn't have the army that he needs to survive. Storm will be able to connect with quite a few bio units here and there. Even two Archons making their way to this party, but they're just a little too late, man. Those Archons were like the Kiwi at 4 AM. Just no.